How long you been in LA?
I arrived on Tuesday, so it's been almost a week.
Almost a week. What have you been doing out there?
Not much so far, just kind of settling in,
Yeah,
getting into the
nice.
swing of
And
things.
do you know how long you're staying out?
Yeah, I'll be here until the end of the month.
Oh, sick.
Yeah,
Nice, man.
You're just looking to work on music out there and collab and stuff, or
pretty
what's the
much just
plan?
do all the things that I can't do when I'm home.
Yeah, true. You just get the itch for it after being at home for a while. You just need to
Yeah,
socialize
it's
again.
nice to just break it up and switch it up a little bit.
Of
Because
course,
when I'm
yeah.
home,
Yeah.
I'm usually like just doing my own thing. It's very rare that we
Hmm.
get Tumfi or someone coming through. So
Yeah, of
usually it's
course.
just me. So it's nice to switch it up.
Definitely. I bet the weather's sick there right now as well, isn't it?
Yeah, it's like blue skies,
LA
high
summer.
20s, super, super nice.
Nice.
Perfect. It's literally
Yeah, it
perfect.
Yeah,
sounds
man.
good.
Yeah.
How you guys doing?
Nice. How was Spain, Jay?
Spain was sick, man. Yeah, I was in Madrid. Was there for 4 nights.
Hmm.
Yeah, so the group there, Placement Chasers, there's like 15 of them that kind of run it together. They
Hmm.
all kind of do their own like part to make everything happen. So it was sick to see them because they're all quite young as well. I think they're all like early 20s, some even younger. But they've all just got hustle, and the way they've organized it was good to see.
Mm.
So these guys are working hard, man. And yeah, it was just a sick few days to be honest, because I haven't really seen a studio like that before. It was a studio called PKO Studios. I think I sent you the link, didn't I? They have like five like good studio rooms, like fully kitted out. One like huge one that looks sick, and then upstairs it looks like just a massive house that was just turned into like multiple studios, and then there's rooms to stay in and everything. So yeah, I was there. Cosfing was there. Yoshi, I don't know if you know Yoshi from the UK. He was there too. We were all giving talks. I was doing one on like business and social media, uh, content and everything. Yoshi was doing one on a bit about his story and some like placement breakdowns, like a little TJ one, and I think there was another one too. And then Cosfinger was giving a talk on like type beats, and but then they had other guests as well. So they had some like big producers from Spain who were giving breakdowns and everything. I didn't even know, but Dan from Producer Royalty was there. Obviously,
Oh
we had him
yeah,
on
I
the
saw that.
podcast,
Yeah.
but we didn't know we were going
Oh, wow.
until like a couple of days before. So
Yeah.
it was good to see him there as well. They were
Hmm.
giving a talk on he was with a guy called Ben, who's I think his title is I think he's like the manager at Xeno Records, Nines' label.
Hmm.
So him, and there's another guy called Dan as well. There's like two Dans and Ben. Um, so like Dan, who we spoke to, he deals more with like chasing money for master royalties, but then the other two deal with publishing. So they kind of just work hand in hand together. So they were giving a talk on that, and it was just good because there's like good connections there. Um, just a sick few days to be honest. So
Yeah. Nice,
yeah,
man.
can't
That's
complain.
good. How did the presentation go?
Yeah, good. I
Yeah.
can't lie, I was a little bit nervous before because I've never really done like public speaking like that. But I had my presentation like with me, so it wasn't like I just had to freestyle the whole thing. I had planned it
Hmm.
a bit, so I could just like look up my bullet points on the screen and then talk about it. And because it's just what we do, it's like it's easy to talk about it. So
Mm.
yeah, like once I was up there, I was fine. I just did it
Yeah.
twice because there was two separate groups. There was like 20 for each group, so it was like 2 days one group, and then it reset, then another group for another 2 days. So
Yeah.
yeah, just did two talks. But no, everyone loved it. To be fair, they said they did, so
Yeah.
I think it went well.
No, good man. That's good.
Nice.
What
So
was
there
like
was
the
15.
content? Go on, Ocean. Sorry.
Oh no, I was just asking. There was 15 of you in that place. Or was
Um,
it 15
Not
guys who run
everyone
it and then there
stayed
was
there.
more people?
Well, the people who like bought tickets to go, they weren't staying there. So they were just traveling from wherever. Some of them were getting Airbnbs. Some of them might have linked up together. I'm not sure, but and yeah, not everyone who's involved in placement chases was staying there as well because there's only so many rooms. So like I think BS was staying there. I don't know if you know BS. He was one of the main guys. Um, I'm not sure like, how many were staying there actually. I know like I had a room, Yoshi had a room, Crossfinger had a room, and then there was like 2 or 3 other rooms I think. So not everyone, but other people like Saint Cardona was there as well, but he was just staying at an Airbnb nearby. So I think a lot of them were just grabbing like Airbnbs.
Nice.
Sick.
Nice, man. Yeah, I was
Yeah,
just
it
gonna
was
ask
good.
what was the what was the content of the presentation? Was it like on mainly focused on like content, or was it like a business style thing, or like production
Yeah, so I
style?
did mine on like branding, social media, bit of business stuff as well. So I just went through like my story, um, like YouTube content, short form content, and then tapped into making products and email marketing and just how I operate the business really, just a
Oh,
breakdown of
nice.
everything. And then we did like a Q&A at the end. All the guys had questions and stuff.
Yeah.
So it was cool to be there because you know what it's like when we're just at home making videos and you put out content, you see the views and shit, but you forget the real people. Like
Hmm.
when I was in Madrid and I'm getting like Spanish people coming up to me, like saying, "Oh, they started production because they watched my videos or I helped their journey or whatever it might be." So it's nice and humbling to hear it all.
Yeah,
Hmm.
yeah, definitely. It's nice to see it in the real world, like the actual people that are watching, you know. So that's cool.
Yeah, I was just getting
Yeah,
shown like pure love, man. Everyone had like a mutual respect and shit. So everyone like for each other as well, like because there was so many people there, like everyone just grinding, doing their own thing, different hustles. Um, Everyone kind of just knows everyone in the space, don't they? It's like there's a lot of producers, but in a way, it's a small community as well. It's like you might know about someone, like all producers like know about certain people, don't they? Just in the
yeah,
space,
for sure.
but then
I think
outside of
like you at
music,
least
it's
know
like people might
one.
not clock it.
Yeah, I feel like there's probably like a group of maybe like 500 producers where everyone probably knows at
Yeah,
least like a good handful of them, and they'll know the other one if you don't know them, and it's quite close knit, I think.
yeah, definitely.
Yeah,
So it was a good few days just for networking. I didn't even make like loads of beats to be honest. I was just kind of being a fly on the wall and just like chatting to the guys there. I
yeah,
had a few little cook-ups. I was sort of vlogging and made a few beats for a video, but other than that, yeah, it wasn't like working crazy hard or anything. Just did the talks and then I was just yeah, just chilling there to be honest.
yeah.
We went out for a meal one night, just like me, Yoshi, Cosfinger, and Dan and Ben, we all went for a meal one night because we didn't even see Madrid. Like they had some sick weather there. There was like a heat wave, but I was barely even outside because we were just in the studios. Like, so I don't really get to take in Madrid properly like that.
Hmm.
But we just went for a meal one night and then linked up with one rapper that Cosfinger knew. We just went for one drink and then yeah, I want to go back to Madrid to be honest and just experience it properly.
Mm. Yeah,
It's a
man.
super nice city. You
Yeah, sounds
definitely
like a
should.
good trip.
Yeah. Did you live in Madrid?
I didn't live there, but I've spent a lot of time there.
Right. Yeah, I definitely want to get back out. A lot of guys there were saying that Madrid's the best city in Spain. They were saying everyone goes to Barcelona because of the beach, but they said that Madrid's better than Barca.
Yeah, I would agree. I think Barcelona's cool, but Madrid is, in my opinion, the best for sure.
Yeah, seems like there's a lot of stuff happening. They were just saying this shit happening like every night. Like Barca is lively on a Friday and a Saturday, but then Madrid is just like active every day.
Yeah, I feel like Barcelona's got their own thing going on as well because it's Spanish, but it's like Catalonia, and they want the independence. It's almost like a slightly different vibe.
Yeah, definitely.
But Madrid definitely feels like way more Spanish, in my opinion.
I hear that.
Yeah,
But yeah, overall sick trip. I
good.
yeah, hopefully they do it again next year. It's definitely worth going.
Yeah,
Well,
man.
Steppers was there as well, actually. I didn't even know he was
Oh,
going.
Oh
Steppers,
yeah,
yeah,
I
yeah.
saw him on the
Yeah,
stories.
yeah, yeah. I'm trying to think who else was there that you'd know. I'm sure there'll be some names like some of the Spanish guys there because they had some big producers give like breakdowns and shit too, and like a big engineer in Spain, but I forgot his name. A few artists as well, but because I'm just not tapped into the Spanish scene like that, I don't really know too much about them. But they had like guest judges for a beat battle, and some of them were like really well known people in Spain. I'll try and find the names and send you the stuff, but yeah, it
Is
was
this
a sick
something that they
turnout to be fair.
do often?
I think they did the first big one like that last year, and then this was the second one.
Hmm.
So I think for now they said they're just doing it to kind of build up the brand, um, network, and who knows where it might take them. They're tapping into content a lot more as well, so they were filming everything. They have a separate channels where they'll be posting stuff like that. They do like live cook-ups. So they're just trying to build the brand as almost like an internet money. I get that kind of vibe from them.
Mm, yeah,
Yeah, that's cool.
yeah, yeah.
Hmm
Seems solid, man. Like
What
it.
about you boys? What have you been on, LLB?
Not a whole lot really. Just normal stuff this week. Uh, I fly out. I go to Cyprus on Tuesday. I ended
Oh,
up
you
just
booked it
going on.
now?
Yeah, I
Nice.
went for the 8th, to like the 8th till the 15th. So it was like basically just like a week.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, I think the dates wouldn't have worked out. You know, like with you traveling to Madrid and stuff. So
Yeah.
I just ended up booking it in.
Yeah, of
But
course.
yeah,
Because I fly on Wednesday as well. So I'm
yeah,
going on the 9th.
yeah. So
Where
yeah,
you going?
just that, man. But sorry,
I
me.
was just asking Jay where he was going as well.
Oh, yeah.
On Wednesday, I'm going to Malta. It's my brother's wedding there. So I'm
Oh
there from
yeah,
Wednesday until Monday. So just 9th till the 14th.
Yep.
sick.
Got to do more public talking. Got a speech.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. You got the
More
speech.
love in the
Yeah.
air.
I've never done so many speeches this year. Well, last year I did one for my other brother's wedding, and this year I did one for my cousin's wedding, and then the
Hmm.
two in Madrid, and now one for my other brother's wedding. So it's
A
a
lot
lot
of
of public
speeches.
talking. I'll
There's a
be
lot of
hitting
Yeah.
the road
weddings to be
soon.
fair.
A lot of planning. Yeah.
Yeah, for real.
Just whip out the presentation again. Save some time. Yeah. No, that's good though,
So
man. That's
you
gonna be
just
so
going
nice, man.
for like a vacation.
Who, me or Jay?
You. Sorry, there might be
Oh
delay.
yeah. Yeah, kind of. I'm linking up with Bond. I think I introduced you to him actually a little while ago. And Jay,
Yeah.
you've spoken to him on you, but
Yeah,
yeah, he moved over there like last year. And he's like one of the first like artists I kind of linked up with when I started like sending beats out and stuff like way back in the day. So yeah, I thought I'd just plan a trip over, and then got some friends that I used to work with over there as well. So I'm gonna meet up with them as well because it's been like 5 years. So it'd be nice to
nice.
see them again. But yeah, just gonna just chill with him, make some music. I'm gonna link up with him on like the 10th, and then we're just gonna cook up and yeah, just do whatever really. Kind of like a producer retreat or something, you know, just not proper
Hmm
work, but just make music basically.
Hmm.
Yeah, that'll be sick.
Yeah,
Yeah, I would have liked to go, man. But I'm sure
yeah,
we can sort something else out soon.
yeah. We get Thailand done maybe in like November time.
Yeah, fully.
Yep. Yeah, I'm definitely down for
Sick.
that. That'll be sick. How's your video doing, Ocean? I saw that you posted the DJ set.
It's not doing great. It's a 10 out of 10 right now, but I I feel like it will pick up eventually because I feel like
Yeah,
it's a
yeah,
good video.
I
Maybe
need to
yeah.
just
Because
watch
need
it.
some
it's the
Did you
time.
same as
post the full
the
set?
Say that again, sorry.
Did you just post the full set?
No, so this one is the behind the scenes. This is more like the story of putting it together.
Ah, okay.
And then on
mm,
Wednesday or Thursday, I'm going to post the actual set.
Nice.
yeah.
Did we talk about the performance? Like, did we talk about the set like, in the last one? I can't remember if you'd done it or if you were doing it that
Nah,
day.
so I was planning to do it, and then last Sunday was when it happened.
Ah, okay. Yeah,
Mm,
run us through
Yeah,
it, man. How did it go?
I think it went really good to be honest with you. It wasn't stressful or anything like that. Just rocked up, set up.
Hmm
People started coming through. giving out free pizzas and that. And I had
Nice.
a DJ before me jump on who played more like speed garage, UK garage, very UK set.
Yeah.
And then I jumped on, played my set for an hour, and then I had a chick come on. She played after me, more like tech house kind of vibes. But it was nice, man. Everyone came down, enjoyed it. It sold out, and I low key kind of tried to oversell it just in case people didn't come.
Right.
But it was a good vibe, man. It wasn't like a rave. It was more just like people meeting each other, getting to know each other,
Yeah.
like a community kind of vibe almost.
Yeah, it looks
Yeah.
sick. I mean,
And it went, yeah,
it's a
really
perfect
smooth, no
combination. Just
issues,
go
nothing.
grab some pizza, enjoy some music in the background.
Yeah, that was cool, man. People are asking for me to do it again, but I don't think I'm gonna do it in the pizza shop. I think that was just like a one-off. We did that. That was the event. Maybe next one we'll try somewhere else.
Where would you rather do it if it was going to be a combination like that and not just a normal set?
I got to brainstorm. I got to think about something that could be interesting.
Mm. It looked like you were sweating there.
Oh gosh, man. It was so hot because we was right by the pizza ovens and they were still cooking pizzas as I was playing. They were still making it beside me. So I was just getting mad hot. I'd probably done like a
Yeah.
full-on
That's the heat from
workout.
the oven.
Yeah.
How did the equipment hold up? Like, with it being right next to all the hot stuff, like the laptop and like, yeah, all the electrical stuff.
Surprisingly, all good. No issues.
Mm.
Everything that,
Oh, that's good then.
honestly, everything went smooth. Nothing went wrong. Give me a second. I'm just going to switch my internet.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, what you been up to since you've been back, Jay?
Just straight back to it, really. I got back on. What day did I get back? Was it Tuesday? I think I flew back Tuesday. Wednesday, I was filming. In fact, now, Wednesday, I was chopping up the vlog. So I'm going to post the vlog on the 22nd. And then on
Nice.
Thursday, I recorded a video that's going to go up this Tuesday. So yeah, just
Yeah.
straight back to it, to be honest. Just editing the vlog, recording a video. Then I was just working on some shorts and stuff on Friday. Last night, I was actually out last night, the first
Nice.
time in a while.
Yeah.
It's rare that you find me out like that, but yeah, I was out. It was one of my boys' birthdays, so I got back late this morning, man. I got back at like 4 or something,
Hey.
so I was kind of struggling a bit today. I
Yeah.
ended up like, pulling myself together, and I had shit to do in the house, and then I went to the gym later on, so I feel all right
Nice.
now. I feel
Yeah.
like whenever you're hungover like that, as soon as you start just doing shit, even if it's like fucking chores in the house, just to get up and get active, it does make you feel better.
Yeah, definitely. I feel like if you stay in bed, then you just never get better, and you just kind
Yeah,
of
yeah.
waste an entire day. So you gotta get up and just get going early.
Yeah.
Yeah, with the vlog, then is it gonna be just vlogging the trip and the presentation, or is it like beat cook-ups as well, or like?
Yeah, there's cook-ups. It's not too vloggy, to be honest, because I was just filming like random bits throughout, so I didn't want it to be just loads of random shit. So there will be some vlog stuff like the intro, just a quick tour and that, and random segments. But a lot of the sessions were like Spanish speakers too, so I didn't just want to upload everything because it might be kind of confusing for people. I could get it transcribed and shit, but yeah, I managed. We had coupled. I filmed 2 different cook-up sessions. We made like 2 beats in the first one and then 1 in the second one. So I've got like 3 full beats to make as the cook-up. So I think that'll be the chunk of the video, and then just some vlog stuff in between.
Yeah, nice one. Are you gonna post the presentation as well? 'Cause I guess that could be quite helpful for if it's kind of aimed at producers. I guess it could be good for a video, just like a long form type video.
It's a good point, and I didn't really think about that. Could do. I'm sure. I didn't film the whole thing on my camera. I've got parts from it, but I think they filmed it, so I could maybe get the footage. I'm not sure though. I don't know.
Yeah.
It might be helpful, or I might just not upload it to YouTube, but just have it there. Maybe send it to my email list or something, just
Yeah,
for people
little
to
workshop, something like
have. Yeah,
that.
of course.
Yeah,
Hmm.
yeah, that could definitely work as a little lead magnet, or even just a standalone workshop as well. You know, if there's those producers paid to be there, so it's kind of
Yeah,
like
true.
a proper presentation, isn't it? So,
It's true. Hmm.
yep.
Has
What about
it
you? What have you been working on?
influenced you to maybe run your own one anytime soon?
Yeah, I think so. I was thinking about it before, like we spoke about it, didn't we? And I would like to do it. Um, I don't know though, because maybe not right now. I don't know. I'm gonna think about it because there's some other stuff
Hmm.
I'm doing like at the moment, and you know what it's like when you get all these ideas, you just get pulled in different directions, don't you? And then
Yeah,
it's just like I just want to stay focused. And plugging is the main thing at the moment, so I just want to make sure that's taken care of. But yeah, maybe
Yeah.
at some point I'd like to do it. The guys did seem stressed out. I can't lie because there's a lot of organizing that goes into it, and especially when there's so many like guest talkers and like artists as judges. Like I think when we got there, um, the, obviously they have the whole day planned out, like time slots and everything. They have like you, you can't really like rely on an artist to be like, yeah, I'm gonna be an hour late or something, because then it throws off like the whole
the
day.
whole schedule.
So the
Yeah,
night before, I think an artist had like messaged them and said, "Oh, I don't think he's gonna be able to make it because he's got a session that he needs to be in." So then they were like, "Fuck, what do we do?" Because that's throwing off everything. He was a judge and it was meant to be at this time and shit like that. So they ended up just moving my talk to like later on in the day, and the artist ended up coming earlier. So they managed to sort it, but I could see there was a lot of
Hmm.
scrambling around,
yeah.
when stuff like that happens. So it did look stressful. I don't think it's straightforward.
No, I think the more people, more moving pieces, and like the more people you've got attending an event, the more hectic it can get. Because
Yeah,
yeah, you're relying on like 50 people to all turn up and all be in the right places at the right time, and it's like, oh god,
yeah, of course.
something's bound to go wrong.
The place wasn't really near anything either. There wasn't really any like food spots nearby or supermarkets and shit. They they were like catering, but because there was so many people, it was just more like little snacky food and stuff. So I'm I feel like I eat a lot, man. I was just ordering Uber Eats every 2 minutes, just getting like constant meals coming in.
Nice, nice. Yeah, no, it
No
sounds like a
coffee
good
there
trip.
too. That in fact, that's what they need next year. I
What's
think
that?
maybe because they're young, they don't drink coffee, but there was no coffee there.
Oh, coffee
Oh
machine.
shit, it's non-negotiable.
Yeah, fully. I think they got some for the last few days, but
Yeah,
yeah, again, I was just ordering first thing in the morning. In the morning, it's like before you even like talk to anyone, you need to have your morning coffee and get your shit together. And then it's
yeah,
like, right,
yeah,
I can go socialize now. I wasn't ready to
yeah,
like wake up and just be around 20 people. I need to charge
yeah.
my social battery first.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly. But no, yeah, it sounds like a decent trip, man.
Yeah, it was sick to be fair. It was
Mm.
good. I like those trips because you end up just spending time with people you don't normally spend time with. Like when we went out for dinner, it was like me, Cosfinger, Yoshi, Dan, and Ben. It was just like a random group all together, but everyone's like everyone's got stuff in common because we're all in the same space.
Yeah,
And yeah, just those nights are cool because it's just shit that you don't normally do. Usually, if you go out for food, it'll be with the people you know. But then, when you get a good group together from different areas, it's just pretty cool to do shit like that.
yeah, nice and refreshing, really, innit? Just kind of step out of the routine and just go and
Yeah,
meet some people for a few days, and yeah, kind of breaks the
definitely.
routine up a bit, which is nice.
Hmm. What have you been working on this week?
No, I was just saying it was a long, long travel
Mm.
from Thailand to here. I did a
How
day
long's that flight?
stopover in Qatar.
Mm.
What was it? A
7
day?
hours to Qatar, 24 hours in Qatar, 16-hour flight from Qatar to LA. So the first 2 days I
Fuck.
was kind of just honestly, I was just a bit jet lagged and tired in general, so not much.
Mm.
And then it's
Yeah.
probably been like a full on like 2 or 3 days that I'm back. But again, just
Hmm.
slowly, so especially like
Yeah, no.
after the event, I was a bit tired, I'm not gonna lie, because I was super busy last week. So I just
Mm.
chilled a tiny bit. From next
Did you
week, I'll
get
be
to
a
see
bit more on it.
Qatar? Did you go around for the day?
Say that again?
Did you get to see Qatar?
Yeah,
Because you had the day stopover.
yeah. I got out the airport. It was 44 degrees Celsius. That's
Gonna
insane.
say, how
Boy,
hot was it out there? Because I've been there at Christmas
44.
and it was like
That is
mid
mad.
30s. So like, this time of year would be disgusting.
Yeah, I didn't even know those kind of temperatures existed.
Yeah.
44 is crazy.
44, that's insane. It was hot.
Mm.
No one was outside.
Kira's sister lives out there as well. I've been meaning to go.
Oh yeah?
I'm hoping that she'll come back and look after the house for a few days, and then we can take her spot. She's got a nice apartment there.
Yeah. Qatar is cool,
That's
man.
good.
Was you in Doha?
Yeah. I
Doha,
just went
yeah.
to one of those fancy malls because you know they do
Mm.
malls kind of crazy out in the Middle East.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I was gonna say it's probably too hot to like wander around the streets, but like if you get into into like the center, some really nice places to walk. There's like a river, and then you can kind of just go around. There's all like market stalls and like cool places to eat, and
Okay,
yeah. But I think it'd be
maybe
too
next
hot to
time.
do that. Yeah,
Yeah, I
yeah,
wanted to pull up to the beach. I was gonna go to the beach, but after being outside for about 15 minutes, kind of just want to be inside.
yeah.
I
Yeah,
hear that.
literally. That's a good point. Actually, I don't know how hot it's gonna be in Cyprus. I think it's
Cyprus
close to
must
that. I don't
be
think it gets as hot as that, but
super hot.
I think it gets like late 30s. Oh my God.
How long are you going out there for?
Uh, just a week. So
Okay.
this Tuesday until next Tuesday. But yeah, it's 41
Hmm.
degrees on Tuesday, 41
Oh,
degrees all week basically.
That's crazy.
Oh my
wow,
God.
that's insane.
Yeah, I'm not going to be spending much time outside. Just going to be in the AC.
Yeah,
Wow.
I barely saw any sun, to be honest, even though it was real hot because we were inside. I just came back paler than when I left, to be honest.
Yeah. How hot was it over there?
What's it
For you?
like in
It was
what's it
mid
like over there
30s.
now?
Yeah, 35, 34,
In the
31.
UK, though, yeah, it was like mid 30s when I was in Spain. The UK, it hasn't
UK.
been like too bad. It's been a bit like rainy and shit the past few days up here, but it's been
Mm.
probably
Hmm.
around like 18, 19 degrees. But we had like some heat. In fact, this week it looks like we've got some nice weather, and I'm away for
Yeah.
it because it's hitting like 27 degrees on Friday.
Hmm. Yeah. It's always like 3 degrees cooler in like up north than it is down here. It's like 31
Yeah,
here on Friday.
London
And then
definitely gets some better weather.
yeah, especially yeah,
Hmm.
London's even hotter. Like it's coming from Louth, it's like a good like 2, 3, 4 degrees hotter whenever I go
Yeah,
to London. Um, yeah, it's been a bit miserable these last couple of days, hasn't it? But
yeah, yeah.
last week's been all right, and then yeah, it's gonna get better, I think, this week.
At least Malta's gonna be. When do I go? I go Wednesday. It'll be 31 on Wednesday. Says it's raining on Thursday, but then 30, 31, 32 over the weekend. So
Yeah,
kind of perfect, really.
it's basically like the UK at the minute.
Yeah.
U- UK's been like I felt we've had a really hot summer this year. It's been like the last apart from these last couple of days, like the last 3 weeks or so have been pretty hot. Like it's been hard to work in this room because of the heat. I've had to
Mm.
like go to Starbucks and stuff and just sit in the aircon.
Good. We like it
So
though, because we
yeah,
complain. We complain the rest of the year.
yeah, I love it. So it's an
For
excuse
real.
to like take a step back and kind of just not be in front of the laptop all the time as well.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. Although
Random
it
one.
did
Have you
get
guys used one of those Pocket Osmos? I see like so many creators using them
I've
now.
been tempted. I've been very, very tempted because they look so
Me too, and I
easy,
don't know why, because I've got
to
this
just whip
camera and I
out.
don't even vlog much, but it just looks like
Yeah, but I
something
feel like that
cool to
kind of
have when you are
stuff.
traveling.
Yeah,
Hmm?
it feels like it's going to force you to vlog
Yeah, exactly. Um,
because it's so easy to move about with.
yeah, the quality looks pretty good, and I think Steppers had one when he was over there. I've just seen a lot of people using them
Yeah.
in videos, and I think, oh, that looks so easy. Because when I was walking around with this camera, I was holding that up for like 20 seconds is tiring. So
Hmm.
couldn't imagine doing like a whole like day out vlog with it.
yeah. These are
You're
quite
gonna
good to
get
be
one.
fair.
I don't know. I don't know if it's. I was looking at them and then I'm like, do I even need it? I feel like I'm just looking at it for an excuse to buy something. But I also thought it might encourage me to film a bit more when I'm out and make a bit more natural content, even if it's just a post
Mm,
on like TikTok and shit. But then I'm like, we have got our phones for that, so yeah, I'm not sure.
yeah,
Yeah.
Is that what
I
you
hear
were
you.
thinking? You just wanted something to vlog a bit more?
Yeah, because I don't always want to take out this big camera. It takes up a lot of space. And a
Yeah.
lot of the times I'm not even carrying a bag like that to be having such a big camera.
Mm-hmm.
Don't get me wrong though, the quality is unmatched on this camera. You're just not going to get that kind of quality of anything else, but
What camera are you
it
using now?
almost doesn't make me want to take it
True.
because it's just so big. It's the
Oh, heavy,
Sony
yeah.
A7S III.
A7S III. And what lens do you use?
Yeah. Um, it's a Sony lens and it goes down to 1.4 and
Oof,
it
nice.
is 24, I think it's 24 millimeter. It's quite wide.
Sony 24mm 1.4. Does it zoom?
It doesn't zoom. No, it
Oh,
doesn't
okay,
zoom.
yeah. Sony FE 24 1.4. Right. Okay, yeah, I know which one you mean.
But yeah, the quality is
Yeah, they're
great.
meant to be
It's
clean. Is it
just,
the
as
G?
I was
Is it the
saying,
G Master one?
yeah.
Yeah, I think when there's a guy I use for photos sometimes when I want to do a little photo shoot, and that's the lens he uses. You're just saying it's one of the best for
Mm,
Sony's. I think it's that one anyway, because they have a 35mm one as well, don't they?
hmm.
But that might be a bit too zoomed in.
Mm.
Um, yeah,
But do
they
you
look
film a lot
clean.
on your iPhone?
On my phone, not really. Sometimes just to experiment with content, I'll do a bit of natural shit on my phone. I might just like film the screen a little bit and I don't know, just break something down or show people a quick trick. But
Yeah.
not a lot to be honest. But I think especially like on TikTok, on Instagram, I think I do need to post more casual content. Not everything has to be polished, I don't think, for those platforms, especially these days.
Hmm. I hear that. I saw you did a little vlog. Was that on your iPhone?
Oh, is that from at the studio in London? Cube.
That was the one with Kicks.
Yeah, that
Mm.
was just on my phone. I just took clips on
Okay.
my phone for that.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I actually filmed that. I was meant to post that ages ago, to be honest. It was like a few months ago, I think, when I went down to London. I've just, I just kept forgetting to make the video, but I had the footage there, so I was like, right, let me just do it now.
Yeah.
I
Yeah, I hear
wonder
that.
how
I
did
got a
that
couple of
perform? Let me have a
those.
look. It didn't perform like too bad. Like 18K views, not amazing on Instagram, but it was alright. I think it is good to just post a blend, isn't it? Just have some professional looking stuff, and then every now and again just experiment with the more casual shit.
Yeah.
Hmm. I
Yeah.
hear
I
that.
was, I was, I think it was the last video I posted on YouTube because I got in a habit of like scripting my videos a bit more, and I felt like every video that I was posting was just focused on what was like trending in that moment. Like if someone drops an album, I'm just thinking, all right, producers want to make those type of beats, so let me make a beat based around that. And it does work to some extent, but then someone commented. I don't always listen to the comments, but this one kind of hit me because it was like he said something like I can't remember the exact words, so I'm paraphrasing, but it was something along the lines of you don't need to like make videos based on like current stuff all the time. Like sometimes we just want to hear the music you want to make. So I was like, "Ah, you know what?
Mm.
It's actually right." So then the last video I posted was just, I think I titled it the most honest beat I've made in a while. I was just like, right, let me not even like script the intro properly. I'm not thinking about the perfect hook or anything like that. I'll just make it kind of casual and then just start cooking up. No
Hmm.
set
Yeah.
rules, no nothing. And that one's like performing well. It went to like 1 out of 10.
Oh,
So
nice.
again, it
Oh,
just kind of
sick.
goes to show it's like there's really no rules. we'd
Literally.
have all
No,
these
for real, there
practices
really is
to
no
increase our
rules.
chances. So it's obviously there's practices you can follow, but at the same time, every now and again, just that raw, just fucking casual stuff can do well.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
I think it's
I
like
kind of had something
it's like
similar too.
yeah.
You did,
Yeah, with that talking video that I did recently,
yeah.
that one, I actually thought it was going to be a 10 out of 10 because I thought,
Mm.
I don't know, I just didn't think people really wanted to care about that, but that was a 1 out of 10.
Was
The
it?
YouTube
Okay.
one.
Yeah, compared to
Mm.
today's one where I thought, yeah, this is definitely going to be a 1 out of 10, 10 out of 10
Yeah.
But
with
didn't
more
the last
editing.
DJ
So,
one kind of flop, but then it came back?
yeah, in fact, yeah, that's why I'm not so worried. Hopefully, touch wood.
Mm.
That DJ one was like a 10 out of 10 for about 2 or 3 weeks, or at least no more than a
Yeah.
7 out of 10. But it
I
did
think like
flop.
the ideal is like you make a video that like it's got a really good concept, you're happy with the video, and it's got like a really good call to action. Like you've got some kind of good thing that you're kind of doing a CTA for, whether it's like a kit or something. So like the
Hmm.
video pops off, and the CTA is like all linked in. It's like that's the ideal. You want a 1 out of 10 on a video that's really targeted at a specific like good CTA. But then I think
Yeah.
it's also good, like you say, to have those raw ones where you're not bothered about the business side of it. It's just engagement, just trying to give people a good video to watch and build a bit of trust and rapport with the viewer.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah,
It does depend on your goal on YouTube, doesn't it? I just think in
yeah,
general, every now and again, it is worth just posting some more casual stuff, or just with no agenda. Just this one, I
Mm.
felt like I was doing a lot of sponsors because they all kind of came in a wave, and once you do like maybe 4 sponsors in a row, you're like, right, I just want to just cook up like the way I just usually cook up. Because obviously,
hmm
when you
But
like
do you
wanting
get,
to show people a product, you have to cook up like using that product. But then, like you'll know as a producer, you're not even thinking about what plugins you're going to use until you actually start making the beat. So when you know you have to use a certain plugin because you're trying to show people it, it kind of limit you in some ways because you might not. I don't know. It's not as natural if that makes
but
sense.
yeah.
you see with those sponsored videos, do you get backlash from your audience when you do post them? Are people in your comments complaining?
Not loads to be honest. I feel like my audience in general is pretty good. It is like 99% positive to be fair. But you always get
Mm.
the odd person. I just feel it myself sometimes. I'm like, even though like I'll only promote products if I like it, and I'd either like use myself or think people would benefit from them, I still feel like people deserve some natural stuff. Cause yeah, I don't know. I hate coming across as someone who just like promotes shit all the time. Do you know what I mean?
Mm.
Because then you kind of feel like you're not giving enough value. I've always got it in my head that I'm not like doing enough for people. I don't know if you guys feel that as well.
Yeah, yeah, for sure.
Um,
I
He's like,
think
nah, I'm
I
chilling.
just don't know. Like, no, I think like a while ago, I had that feeling like when I was doing the daily uploads, I was a little bit lost with the direction. But more recently, I felt more like I'm just giving value because I've got more of a clear idea of what I want to kind of
Yeah,
communicate now.
you got some
Like,
clarity now.
yeah, like the next videos, it's going to be like a lot of gems in there, and
Hmm.
um, even if they don't, the business end of things, even if they're not interested in that, I know it, like they'll get a lot from that video anyway. So it's
Yeah.
kind of like, yeah.
Are you still doing sponsor videos? Because your videos obviously are more for you at the moment, aren't they? And
Mm.
building up mentorship. So are you even taking on sponsors like that?
No, I've not done a sponsor for a while. The last one I did was the FL Studio one because it was
Hmm.
FL Studio. I was like, yeah, I have to do that one because that's a good one.
Yeah.
mm.
Um, but no, I've not done any. I even tried turning off my ads on the last video because um,
Is
I've
that the Ed
figured out.
Lawrence video?
Yeah, yeah. I watched that video and I was like, it's a good point because if an ad keeps popping up like every time, I'm like like sometimes it's a bit annoying. It's only a small percentage of people that end up leaving because of an ad popping up halfway through. But I was just like, let me just try it and see, you know, see if that gets more leads. So,
Did it?
I mean,
What
yeah, the ad
happened
review's
there?
not. Sorry.
What happened?
Honestly, not a lot. The video didn't do like amazing. It's like 4 out of 10, I think, at the moment.
See,
But it's got like some solid leads.
there's conflicting arguments with that because I've also seen another, I guess you could call him like YouTube expert. He says to put more mid-rolls in your videos so you generate more revenue. And he said, and
But
then based
it's
on
not
that,
about
it has no effect.
the ad revenue that I'm going for though. It's like I'm trying to avoid anyone clicking away from the video.
Yeah, but
Like
that's what
I'm
I was
not.
about to say. It has no effect on your view count because people are just, from his experience, people are just used to ads anyway. If you don't have a
Okay,
premium account and you're getting ads on your video, then you're
like you
pretty much
expect
used
it.
to it.
Yeah,
Maybe
yeah,
it's
that's a
the
good point.
distractions of people. Like if you're watching a video and your main focus is to generate leads, then ads coming up people might end up clicking on the ad. Say if it's like a plugin ad or something like
Yeah,
that. Might be watching your video, then ad pops up. It's like, oh, that plugin looks sick. They click off the video to watch it, and then all of a sudden they're down a rabbit hole on plugins looking for something. So maybe there's that element of
Fair
it just
enough.
kind of taking people away from the main thing.
yeah. Well, there was a metric he did. I can't remember the equation he did for it, but he took like the view count, and then there was like some number about the amount of ads that get shown, and then he took a number of like how many people leave from clicking on an ad. Like there's like a certain percentage of people. No, it's kind of like general across. It wasn't like specific to his channel, but he just said like it's not suited for every channel. Like some channels it won't affect, but then other channels it might. So he said just run this equation, and then if it works out that your percentage is like super low, then it's fine. If not, then just try turning them off and see how that see if that brings up the amount of leads you end up getting, or potential work.
Yeah.
Are you going to continue this experiment?
I think so. Yeah, I'm just gonna see. I'll do like one video with ads, one without. Just kind of see. But it's hard to, even with that, it's hard to tell because it's like if a video performs well because of the concept, because you can't post the exact same video twice and then turn the ads off on one and not turn ads off on the other, and it's like
Yeah, of
there's
course.
never going to be that perfect test where you know exactly where if it's the video just because the video was better than a different one, that's because you're getting more leads, or if it's because you turn the ads off. It's kind of tricky.
Yeah. It'd be cool if they had more split test features like that.
Yeah.
Like split testing titles would be good. I think did they do that on
Yeah,
TubeBuddy?
surely that should
I
be
can't
coming
remember.
soon.
Yeah,
But
hopefully.
yeah, split testing titles and stuff like you said there, split testing it with ads and without, just to see.
I feel like they'll never do that because that's like
Encouraging
completely
people
goes
to not
against.
have them.
Yeah.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
I hear that.
But yeah, it would be a good feature.
Do you make use of thumbnail testing?
Yeah, I've been posting three.
I noticed though,
Yeah.
if I put too many thumbnail tests, my videos don't do as well. I try and keep it to 2 thumbnail tests.
How about
That's
you,
just for
Jay?
me
Yeah.
personally.
I've heard a few people say that because it can kind of confuse people. Like if one of the thumbnails is performing like kind of shit, then obviously you're missing out a little bit. I have been using it a lot
I
though, to
think
be
as well
honest.
because you used it a lot, did you say?
Yeah, I do use it a lot. Every time I make a thumbnail, I'm usually saving at least another 2 variations of it. It depends. Like sometimes if I think I've got a solid idea for the thumbnail and everything's fine, I'll still test it with 2 others, but it might just be a subtle variation. Like maybe one has an arrow, one doesn't, and then the other one has like different text, for example. But if it's one where I'm switching the thumbnail a little bit and I'm not sure on the style, I might start with 3 different styles that look like pretty different, and then once I find the one that's performing well, I might test that again with small variations, like again without like an arrow or different text.
Yeah.
Yeah. I did that with a
Ma-
couple of my videos as well. Like, yeah, 3 different ones, and then with the one that wins, if it's like, you know, you've put some text on there, then it's like you can try doing like a negative, a negative leaning,
Yeah.
you know, free text on the thumbnail, or like a positive one, you know, like get good at music, you know, get good at making beats or get good at drill, or then it's like stop doing this, you know, like try like trying to like trigger both ends and then seeing what wins out of that, and then kind of
Yeah.
rolling with that.
People think the thumbnail testing is for click-through rate, but it's not actually click-through rate, is it? It's whichever
The watch
one
time.
gives you the most watch time, yeah. Because
Yeah.
then that's just telling YouTube that your thumbnail relates more to the actual content of the video. It's to stop like that's why like clickbait stuff just doesn't work anymore. Because if you click on something and it's got nothing to do with the thumbnail, then people just leave within seconds, and then the watch time's just shit. But YouTube really just wants the title and thumbnail to make sense for the actual video, because then
Yeah.
someone's like, right, I know what this video is about now, and then when you watch it, it's what they expect. If that makes sense, it's like, yeah, I'm not getting something random after clicking on that. So they
Yeah.
base it on the watch time share.
Yeah, I think that's a clever move, I think, because then, yeah, you kind of encouraging clickbait if you did it for click rate, wouldn't it?
Yeah,
Click through rate.
True.
So it's
exactly.
good that they went with that metric. Yeah.
So you found
It
that
would be
testing
good
it
if the
kind of ruins the video or harms
oh
it.
no. So I noticed if I did three different thumbnails from the beginning, the
Right.
videos would always lag in terms of views. So I switched it
Mm.
to two thumbnails, and I feel like it performs. For me personally, it's been performing better since I just do two. Maybe it's because there's less variables, and so more attention is just going on two rather than being spent on three. And on three, there's always a weak link. I
Mm.
know they do kind of sometimes I've noticed in the test they pretty much go for one or two quite quickly,
Yeah.
but sometimes they run it for 2 weeks if you don't switch it off.
Yeah.
So maybe that's an issue where there's clearly a weak link, but it's going for 2 weeks.
Yeah, how long do you run yours for, Jay? Like, how long do you just keep it on for like 2 days max? I
Yeah,
know.
same to be honest. Because
Yeah.
I feel like after 2 days and then you see the splits, if one's got like 36% watch time share and the other one's got 30, and then the other one
Mm.
whatever else, then I think, all right, it's quite obvious that this one's performing a bit better. So yeah, I'm similar. I just kind of run it for like 2 days. But saying
Yeah.
that, just looking back through my videos, I've been split testing a lot more recently, and a lot of my videos haven't banged as much as some older ones. So maybe all this testing is damaging it a little bit. I might have to. In fact, I think the last one I uploaded, the casual one, I just made one thumbnail for that, I think. Could be wrong, but I'm sure I did. Oh no, in fact, I'm lying. That one has got a test. So
Yeah.
maybe I need to do the next
Got
one
you.
without testing, just to see. Like you said, it's so hard to even judge it, because
Could just be the
if
video
the
or
next one
yeah.
performs well, it could just be because of the video.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
It would
But
be good
there's
if
like
they would let
layers
you
to it. Like
split
you
test
can
packaging.
say that
Split
again,
test.
Ocean.
So I was just saying, it would be good if they would let you split test the packaging, so the thumbnail and the title as one thing, and then
Yeah.
another test, different thumbnail, different title as well. Because
Yeah.
sometimes I'll change the title, but then it might not make sense with the thumbnail if I've got that test going. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, 100%.
It might
Yeah.
be better for me to show a different angle. But I think they'll probably get to that soon. Kind of
Yeah.
makes sense.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess like for them, there's incentive to do that, especially with titles as well, because like I say, they're just trying to maximize viewership. So if they can give us the tools to put out the best packaging for the video we're putting out, so then it would make sense. So yeah, that'd be good.
I think if I'm pretty sure TubeBuddy do allow A/B testing for titles and descriptions. I was just searching
Okay.
it then, so it might be worth
But
trying
they
it
can't
through
do it at the
them.
same time, innit? It's more like a
Nah,
rotation kind of
I
thing.
don't think so. I know you can split test thumbnails with them, but obviously you can do it through YouTube now. I don't know if the TubeBuddy one is on click-through rate. I don't know how they measure theirs, but yeah, I don't think you can do the whole package at once.
But
If feel like
Do you
in
guys
general
do
though, when you
memberships
post
on
a
your
video
channel?
and it's not doing well, you end up just like kind of changing the title anyway, don't you? It's like I
Yeah,
kind of know straight away if within like 10 minutes if the video is going to do well. Sometimes
yeah,
instantly,
for sure.
I know I'm like, all right, this isn't going to perform as well, and then I
Hmm.
quickly change something.
Yeah,
But
I think
you
it's
see with
you got to
that,
move
yeah,
quick in the beginning. I feel like you got like a
Mm.
small window to make sure you get as many people in that first day, just to give it that initial, like that initial bump that will keep it getting pushed.
Yeah, I think that's the thing with thumbnail testing because if one of them isn't performing well, like you might miss that initial boost
Yeah.
because YouTube will like push it to like some of your audience. I'm sure it works like that where some of your audience will see it, maybe some other people. Kind of like an Instagram. I feel like that's the whole algorithm, isn't it? They push it to a bit of your audience. If they start engaging with it, pushes it to more and more people. So I feel like those first 24 hours are kind of crucial.
Super
I
important.
could be wrong, but
Have you
I
guys
don't
used
know
that,
with
that
that one
trial mode?
because
Not trial mode. Yeah,
a
on
lot of
Instagram, there's
times
like
on
I
my
don't know if they
videos I
still
have
have
a
it,
lot of
that
movement in the
feature where it
24.
pushes it to like a random audience.
yeah, I've used that trial mode. I tested it
Yeah.
on like one video because I wasn't sure. I made it was interesting actually because they did a sponsored video for Waves for their plugin Illusion, and the one that I sent back to them was like 90 seconds, and I was covering like a few different things, and they really liked it, but they were like, because it's short form, like maybe we could cut one of the things out and just make it closer to a minute. So I was like, well, what if we just test it? I'll post both on trial mode, because
Hmm.
then it doesn't really push it to your audience straight away, does it? It just pushes it to like just
Random.
randomers, and
Yeah.
then it's like a real test of if the content's going to do well, because it's not your audience that see it straight away. And then if it does perform well, you can share it on your profile. So I ran the test on both videos, like the 60-second one and the 90-second one, and the 60-second one actually like outperformed the 90-second one like by far. So I was like, all right, yeah, I need to run with this. So you can
Yeah.
almost like A/B test without setting up an A/B
Without no
test.
one seeing it. Well, without
Yeah,
your audience seeing it. Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, that's clever. Yeah,
Is
that's a
that how
good
you've
idea.
used it?
No, I've never used it, man.
Mm.
I think I might have used it on one post, but again, like Instagram, I'm not really I'm not looking at it too much. I just kind of posted it to see what it would do, and then just kind of
Right,
left it, to be honest. So yeah, I only used it like once or twice, but I couldn't really give my opinion on it, to be honest.
got you.
Yeah.
What were you gonna say, Ocean? I think we cut you off then because it
Yeah,
was
sorry,
lagging a
man.
bit.
Yeah, I think it was lagging, but I was just gonna say, to be honest, I try with the first 24 hours, I feel like my videos have a lot of movement sometimes. Sometimes
Mm.
it might be a 10 out of 10 for the first couple of hours, then I'll wake up in the morning and it'll be a 2 out of 10, or vice versa.
Mm.
Starts on a 2 out of 10,
Mm-hmm.
drops to a 10 out of 10 for a few days, then comes up. My videos are never really like, it's a 10 out of 10, so it will stay 10 out of 10, or it's a 1 out of 10, it will stay. So even with that, I don't know if I should check. Sometimes it can be confusing whether to change things or not.
Yeah,
So early
Yeah.
on, within the first 10 minutes or not.
that is true.
Yeah.
I really don't know what the best way to do it is. Like whether to test early or to just let the video do its thing for a while, and if it's not performing well, then start testing some stuff.
Mm.
Just don't know if there's a right or wrong way.
I don't think there is, honestly.
It would seem
Sometimes
weird that
videos
YouTube
just
would
hit
punish you for wanting to
random.
use those features. You know, even if you did like
Say
the
that
split
again?
test straight away, it would seem weird if YouTube would punish your content for running these tests. It's like surely they introduce these features to like just get the best out of the video, get the best experience. So it
Yeah,
seems
for sure.
strange
Yeah.
that if you ran a test straight away, it would almost like harm the video. Or they
Yeah.
might not set it up that way, but just because one of the thumbnails might not make sense, it could end up harming it. But I really don't know.
Hmm.
No, yeah, I think I agree. I think it honestly, it just depends on what you put through it. If like you're testing a thumbnail that's and a title that don't go well together, and it kind of doesn't match the video, then it's just not going to do well. You just have
Yeah,
to. I think
Mm.
it's just putting out a good, yeah, or making sure all three thumbnails link with the title, and that and obviously that the video delivers on it. And I think you should be fine. But I mean, it is frustrating. Like I think it's just getting good. It's like a skill in itself, isn't it? Really, because done a few videos. One popped off when I tested it, like the one I posted a couple months ago. Some have done well since, but not close to that one. And then yeah, other ones just completely tank. I'm like, probably the video, or maybe just the title. Maybe the thumbnails aren't linking with the title either. So
Yeah.
I think it's just getting good at that, I suppose. Yeah.
I heard some people say that you shouldn't split test thumbnails because it's telling YouTube you're not confident in your video, so then it harms it. But
Man,
again, I'm like, I don't know if that's just whispers. Because why would they
Sounds
introduce
like
that
it.
feature and then punish you for it?
Yeah.
yeah,
No.
no, that wouldn't seem right.
I mean, if you're not confident in the video, then you're just not confident in it. It's not like the A/B test is going to expose that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just trying to give it the best chance, I guess, at reaching the right people, or not the most people, just reaching the right people, I guess.
Yeah, fully.
Yeah, because I guess it could be like, even if you drop a kit, for example, and you split test the thumbnail, it might, and again, because it's looking at watch time and it's not looking at click-through rate, the producers that watch the longest, that might not be the highest click-through rate, but they're watching for longer, so that's like higher quality views, and then which means higher quality customers for you, and
Yeah.
and it helps YouTube, people are staying on the platform, so it's like, yeah, it's kind of what you're going for, really.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, fully.
So
We'll be forever trying to figure this out.
yeah, we did it.
It's always
A year
changing.
and a
That's the
half. This
thing.
podcast, nothing's changed. We never know what's going on. It's just when you think you've got it down, then it changes again, and
Yeah.
So,
Like, it's mad how relevant tags were a while back and how irrelevant they are now. It's strange
Yeah.
because when YouTube, I don't know if you guys get those emails, but when YouTube will send you like an email, a notification, and it'll be a video from YouTube. The one that I watched about titles, sorry, not titles, about tags, was basically saying that they're not really relevant anymore. They just help with spell checks because people like search stuff and they might misspell stuff, so it's just kind of showing them, I don't know, different variations of what your video might be. But yeah,
They might
but
as well
then
just
it
get
doesn't
rid of
make
that then,
sense
just
because
to
it's
make
like
it
if they're
easier
not
for us.
relevant, but then it's helping the search, then it
Yeah.
kind of is relevant. So again, it was kind of confusing
yeah,
because even
Yeah,
though they're saying that tags aren't relevant, it's still a search engine. Like people are still using it to type in certain things. So they must still count for something, or
Yeah, it's
unless
tricky,
they
man.
But
base
the
it
thing
on
is,
they just know what your content is because of their auto transcribing. I'm sure they
yeah,
have some powerful AI behind the scenes that's telling YouTube like exactly what your video's about. So when people search it, it's giving them the best results just based on the actual content.
yeah,
yeah. I mean, they transcript everything, so they really
Yeah,
need us to type in what a video is about. They've got all that info.
yeah.
yeah. Do you think that's impacted type beat channels? Because obviously tags were like I say, when they were more important, everyone was just spamming, not spamming, but they were like putting like a shitload of the right tags under the video just to make sure they hit every single search term that could like link to the style of their beat, and then they were like spamming them putting them in the description as well, weren't they?
Yeah, and a lot of big
Probably.
channels were doing it, so I thought that was the hustle. I was
Yeah.
like, I wonder if that does work, like play a part in it. But I just think YouTube these days is just so smart.
Yeah.
It kind of just knows that spammy shit. So I don't know because I don't have like the evidence to back it, but I'd say it's not a play. I don't think it's like a hack.
Yeah. Yeah, I
Because yeah,
agree.
that's a tough one with type beats because artists are still searching in certain type of beats, and it's not like there's words in the video because it's just a beat. So does YouTube know? Is it that smart where it's like, oh, this is a Drake type beat?
Yeah, it's tricky, man.
But you know what it is as well though. I think it probably goes off past watchers. So for example, all the people that have watched the Drake type beat they will recommend another Drake type beat. But when you're so new and your channel doesn't have any data of who's
Hmm.
watched your videos or who's listened to your beats, that's where it's like super, super tough without the
Yeah.
tags.
Mm. Yeah, I think it's just best practice in it to make sure you covering all bases to begin with, and then and then you can kind of sort of dilute it down. But yeah, it's tricky.
Yeah,
It
and
seems
It would
weird the
be
type
good
beat game, man.
for
Yeah,
I was gonna just say it would be good for YouTube to low key acknowledge the whole type beat thing on YouTube and
hmm,
maybe give it a breakdown or even just some sort of clues on how to make it work. Because that's a whole, when you think about it, type beats is almost like a whole culture on terms of YouTube. That doesn't happen
yeah,
anywhere
fully.
else. It doesn't really work with Instagram or TikTok or anything, but that's such a massive search engine for beats.
yeah. That's like the proper marketplace,
And
really.
it's a
Obviously,
unique thing.
BeatStars has its own
Hmm.
marketplace, but most traffic's coming from YouTube, realistically,
Yeah.
and maybe
Yeah,
email lists as well. But yeah, organic, it's just YouTube.
And
fully.
it's such a unique kind of way to run a YouTube channel. It's not like anything else.
No, no, it's tricky. But from what I've heard, like it just seems to be not look like obviously the work rate has to be there, the work ethic and the upload schedule has to be there. But like if you did like a scientific experiment where you literally make two identical channels, post the exact same beats with the exact same titles, the exact same SEO, in a world where like you could have two separate YouTube websites, where they're not aware of each other, and one of them would just pop off and one won't, like, or one might pop off just more than the other. No actual explanation why. It's just like it just seems to be that kind of vibe with type beats. That's
Yeah.
yeah.
Mm.
It's a weird
I
one,
feel
man.
like if I was to guess these days, I feel like the quality of the beat is probably more important than anything. Because if you
Yeah.
think about, obviously the packaging of the video, insanely important. So even just like the title, even though it is going to be a tag like a Drake type beat or whatever, that might just be more for the artist to like just see it and be like, okay, this is a Drake beat, so I'm going to click on it. And obviously the thumbnail needs to stand out, but just the actual quality of the beat, because
Mm.
if an artist is like really fucking with the beat, they're most likely just gonna leave that beat on like playing for the whole time. They might even write to it, just have it on loop, just on YouTube before they download it or anything like that.
Mm.
So it's just like the beat just needs to be
It's
a
just a
really
bang.
solid beat. Same way that our video just needs to be a really solid video. The content just needs to be amazing.
Yeah. Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. I think that's it. Do you think arrangement helps with that as well? Like, do you think it's kind of like get the drums in straight away, or do you think it's just have a really good melody to begin with that really brings them in, and then that might help the watch time a little bit? 30-second intro and 20-second intro, then the drums come in, or yeah, what do you think?
Maybe, yeah. My intros tend to be kind of long, like, but I don't get a crazy amount of views on type beats, so it might be interesting to see. Because again, it's like the attention span for people these days. If an artist clicks on a beat straight away, they're not really like feeling it. They'll just click on
Mm.
another one. So if you've got these long ass intros, then maybe it's kind of tough for them to get the vibe straight away. So it might be worth testing some stuff just with a quicker drop, getting straight into it.
Mm.
Um, and yeah, the arrangement of a beat just in general, because for that same reason, if they're looking for a beat to write to, so they want a clear structure to be like, right, okay, yeah, I could do a sick hook here. Some beats you don't really know what's going on, and there's
Yeah, for sure.
almost too much. Because some people, like Cosfinger said, he used to do like tons of switch ups in his
Hmm.
beats to make the video interesting. Because
Mm.
then when people like hear it, it's like they'll keep listening because it's like something new and exciting. But at the same time, a lot of the artists weren't fucking with those beats that had too many switch ups, because they'd start writing to one section and then the other section comes in,
Change.
and it's
Yeah.
like it's kind of thrown off the bounds now.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I hear that. It's just a trick one, and I feel like you could probably have to do like two different arrangements, one for the video and then one for the actual beat on the marketplace,
Yeah,
so
fully.
they can get like an actual normal structured beat. But yeah, I had this with the mentorship guy. He was like, the arrangement was just kind of all over the place. It was so random, and then we looked at his project, and it was so random. Like he'd have a sound come in, like he'd have a melodic element come in on like halfway between like bar 7 and bar 8, and then the drums would come in on like bar 3,
Mm,
or like, not even bar 3, but like bar 2, and it was just so random. I was like, yeah, we just need
right.
to simplify it, and then you can be a bit more complex. So just have like real basic structure of like 5/8 bars. You know, two of them, one of them's the intro, two's the hook, two's the verse, and then you kind of bring that across, and that you know, then you got a full arrangement right there. And then within that system, you know, within that structure, you can then just like add chops to the drums, because I think he was trying to do all the chops beforehand, and then it was just getting messy. And I was like, yeah, just start basic, and then
too much.
Yeah, then getting more intricate with the cuts and stuff. Yeah.
Dudes, I gotta go. Gotta run.
Yeah, same here.
Cool, man. Yeah. All right, we can wrap up there.
Yeah,
Catch up.
There's a
alright,
different one. Sunday night podcast. I think it's the first Sunday night one we've done. I feel like everyone just wants the food now. But,
yeah,
yeah, appreciate you guys for listening.
yeah.
See you in the next one.
Guys.
All right,
See ya.
man.
Peace.
See you later.